What's up, everybody? This is going to be my first video ever, YouTube video on my iPhone. A little bit about the car. It is a 1967 Mercury Cougar. I got it as a graduation gift from my mom. Had the stock 289 in it. Drove it to work, drove it in the snow. Was just a daily driver, but wasn't quite enough, I guess. Just a stock 289, nothing done to it. Always wanted a turbo motor. So about 2 years ago, I tore into the car. Started out as a twin turbo 5.3. Ate a camshaft, threw metal throughout the car. So pulled the motor out. That motor is at the machine shop being built, top secret build. I scored a Gen 4 5.3 from my buddy Kyle for $100. Was totally disassembled. So it was my first full motor build. I actually bought a LS motor book, step by step, told me how to put everything in. Actually used the bearings from the rods out of the first motor because they looked fine. So stock bottom end, nothing done to the bottom. Probably has bearings out of a motor that had 250,000 miles on it. Just put in there because I'm impatient and really wanted to hear it run. So threw those used bearings in. What else? It's got a LS9 cam that I also scored from Kyle. Head studded, Chinese head studs, multi-layer head gaskets. It's on E85. It's a S475 turbo with dual 44 millimeter wastegates, 14-pound springs. Surprisingly, with the LS9 cam, it spools actually very well according to the tuner. It got tuned by Clint Backstrom in Denver, which is like 45 minutes from where I am. First time it's ever been on the dyno. First time it's ever had a full tune where it got into boost. All the videos I posted before on my Instagram, I could drive around the block, but it would never get into boost. Just get right below like zero vacuum, zero boost, and it cut out on me. So we found out when he first tuned it. So we only really made one decent pull on the car, and I'll get to people who haven't seen what the aftermath of that catastrophic disaster was. The first and second pull, it kept pulling timing out super hard and sent it straight into knock retard. He didn't know that I didn't use the knock sensors that are on here. So it just went straight into knock, pulled all the timing out, and that's why it never rolled into boost. So we deleted those, finally got everything dialed to where it would roll into boost, and we made our first pull and it was doing great. Boost was rolling in, I was grinning ear from ear, and the trans let go. Completely let go. There's the bell housing there, and then there's the tranny itself. I don't know if it was a power issue, a converter issue. It could have been a mounting issue. I don't know. But that let go. There's a video on my YouTube channel that shows the dyno pull and the massive explosion that happened. Had the drive shaft upstairs. I'll post some pictures in the video if I can figure that out. Shaft, but it actually put a giant dent in the hole in the floor as well. Probably won't be able to see 'cause it's dark, but. So yeah, now we are, I'm actually going to attempt to build a Turbo 400 myself, trying to become totally self-sufficient. Everything I did on this car, I did myself. So, minus the TIG welding. That's the only thing I have yet to learn how to do. It's the only thing I'm not self-sufficient in. My buddy Jonathan Diaz did the wastegates and blow-off valves. And my other buddy at Unsupervised Motorsports, super great guy, Mike Southwell, did all the TIG welding on my intercooler. Piping and everything. These elbows, this. Both did a great job, made the ultimate setup what I wanted. But yeah, it's my first video, so just giving a rundown on the setup. It's 4-linked in the rear. It's a Ford 9-inch. Has the stupid low stock gears in it that were like 273. So I mean, it's a half-mile car currently. I'm gonna upgrade those when we do the tranny. The tranny should get probably sent off this weekend. Or not sent out, but I'll probably tear into it sometime this week. I'll order parts this weekend. There we go. That's about it. Turbo 400, fully caged. It's a street car. Not really looking to go down to the track a bunch. Just more of cruise around, hang out on the streets, see what it does on the street. If the tune went correctly, it should have made over 800, but we ran into issues. So we're gonna address those. A couple other little things I wanna do before we take it back to the dyno. A couple little additions, maybe some bigger fuel. But yeah, leave some comments down if you guys know of any good editing software. I'm just doing this on my iPhone now because I have a GoPro, but I don't know what editing software to use. I guess leave some comments on what you'd like to see, what I should change, what should I do better. It's my first video. I'm gonna try to make one daily on something that I'm doing on the car besides sitting upstairs and enjoying the warmth of my house. But yeah, it's my first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe and share and post and let me know what you think. Thanks.